not bad. I mean, it's like crazy. Not bad though. Not bad. Not bad. Level 91. That's fine. Okay, what traits? Give us some good traits. Block damage always still 0. Wait, block attacks always still 0 damage. 25% chance for guard rings not to happen. That's actually pretty good. Oh yeah. This is what I like to see. This trait is honestly so damn OP. I mean, we're level 125 for the last skill. Right, so we got all the skills down. So grab, I'm pretty sure it's just a normal grab. Yeah, it's a normal grab. With M1s, which I'm pretty sure actually
As you walk back onto Unicorn Way,
right,
you can't help but notice
smart.
that the dark magic that was previously choking the stream seems to have
very
abated.
nice. There's a spotter. Look at the range of that. There's a pirouette. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, that's the E skill. This is AoE. Yeah. That's a doppelganger.
You did it, didn't you? The darkness.
Okay. That's a doppelganger. Yeah. Alright, T is hook assault. So it brings him towards us. See, it brings him towards us. Alright, we got Sables. Sables. Very nice. Next skill is Desert Vento. Desert Vento. Next is Desert Girasol. So this is actually AoE. It turns out surrounding
hello.
Nice. Next we got Desert Encierro. This also heals as well. There's a Encierro. We also got Low Gear Instinct, which is a counter for Hibby. Hibby! Oh! There we go. Right, now we got another skill. Silence.
If you are to truly, I'll see.
Oh. Okay, pretty cool. I don't think it is anywhere near as good as OP, but I mean, considering the grind is so much easier. Alright, so that is Suna. The spec itself isn't as good as OP, but the grind was actually pretty damn fun. I guess I'll begin. I'll continue the Koro grind then. Save the village. That's what we need, right?
Ah!
Right. So let me just do this quest real quick. Alright, there, come on, slide.
Fireballs and flowers. Fresh.
I guess in the meantime,
And I'm
crazy diamond. So I'll need to freaking what is this, bro? Alright, so we get the blood from killing Josuke. And Josuke is actually really easy to spawn, so I guess while I wait for the quest, I could try to do this. But shot, you might end up hitting him. Wait, this is really easy. It's really easy. What is this? Annie is dead. We did not get it. What is uniform? Oh, there we go.
You've made
nice. Yeah, so all we need is arrows. And we have it. We've got the arrows, we've got the blood, we've got the shards. Let's craft this. Alright. There. Nice. I like the effects for that. Oh my god. I've not played JoJo games in so long. I actually miss these music. All the music they had, I actually miss this. The only thing is, I now have a level this. Alright, we're gonna grab. Almost, yeah. For the M1s. For the Mirages, which also is normal. Duplex combination. Next is bearing shots. Just say normal shots. T skill is precise shot. We hold T. Now we got destructive blitz. Mix wall. Recoil impale. we hold G is a blood throw. What that does? I'm guessing it's
You're
like
officially enrolled. Let me.
if we use a G skill, we then get into the variants that we can use again. So look, there's nothing here now, right? If I use G, now we can use blood throw. I think it only works on the same play that it hits. H is rampage. Okay. Nice rampage.
So with all these hills and hollers, I could stay for free. Get all of the story.
Okay. Nice rampage. Rampage.
Beware. Beyond the... We've got...
Okay. I don't know what buffs we get. I'm guessing it's probably damage, right? And the last skill on the sun. Diamond Devastation.
You now have a pet egg in your inventory. Once it hatches, you can equip the pet, just as you would a wand, and bring it into the tower.
Okay.
You shouldn't have come like
Wait.
my...
Wait, that's him right there. That's a rod. Bro, you see the way he jumped over that wall? Just to grab him, and then smash him back into the wall, then we turned him into the wall. That's so disrespectful. Alright, now we got stand up skills. Bro. Nothing special. Alright, reverse healing. Okay. Alright, stoning thrust. Oh. We got bearing shots. And rampage, which is the same. Right, I guess that's pretty done. I mean, okay, let me just get back to farming Kuro then. And then we should be done. Here we go.
Why does he already have resist shielded?
Right, I think that's all we done. But what? We should be able to craft this. There we go. Can we craft this? Yes. There it is. Hey, look at this. Wolverine. We actually Wolverine.
You are now commanding your pet, allowing you to get to places and see things with
Arise, my brother, arise, and you should be healed.
55. I've tried all the skills already. I'll take this, I guess. Alright, let me quickly check out the skills. Alright, at once. Okay, we got 8 grab. So something grabs like the same with almost like every single one. Alright, Claw Barrage. Those effects actually really nice. Razor Swipe. Next is Twister.
Now that you're...
Yeah, that's an AoE. Rampage Rush. Wide skill.
Ah,
Jeez. Okay. What the?
Yep, I saw that smelly guy put in a combo lots of times.
It is.
It's 000-003.
Okay. And the last skill is Flash Launch. Oh, a for uncommon ability. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so those are the skills, which means we've basically completed the update already. So we've obtained Suina, we've obtained Crazy Diamond, we've also obtained Kuro's clothes. So the last thing I kind of just want to do real quick is to get this bike, and I guess we can gamble a little bit. But I'm not spending the money in this game. So let me just sell all these items, and we'll see how many of those like shards we can get. We just got like 160k, 5k for a single, so it's what 50k for multi. We can do like what 4 multis. Alright, let's do this. Come on, give me some good 50k. 50k.
There's a pot.
Alright, we got our next multi. Come on. Something decent, please. And this is the final multi we can do. Yeah. I'll do the rest of the singles. Oh yeah, I could recycle skills. Let me do that actually.
Oh, good. Professor Drake sent me another
It
assistant.
is now an
Hurry.
Look there,
I
wizard.
ain't
It's
spending
a
my real money on
teleporter.
this game.
If you use
No.
it, it will transport you to other teleporters on the street. You can get where you're going quickly.
There. My
Lightsabers, nightmare. I've got 160 minutes. I guess I'll do one final summon. We just got a legendary for a single. A few minutes later. Hey, I mean, you know what? The specs itself, they weren't like crazy compared to OP, but I really did like the top 10. The quest, especially for Suna, that was actually really good. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's when they're gonna release Wave 3, or like the schedule they have right now, it might be kind of soon. And they're actually releasing Sin, which is gonna be Sin. But yeah, that's it. So we enjoyed like, watching 6 months. Yes, in this new MMORPG game. Our kids absolutely love hanging out back here. We have a little fire pit set up, but you can do anything you'd like. It only took about a weekend to put this up. You've seen it. If we beat her lake, we will make it to Shimon. That I will tell you. But that's coming.
I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to. Honestly, this is my first time playing Wizard 101. If anyone is ever watching this live stream, if anything, this is not my first time playing Wizard 101. Neither is probably going to be my last either. So basically, I know most of the story up to like the very new stuff, the new world that just came out, I don't know of. And I really don't know of Nova. So basically, what I'm trying to do now, is basically trying to speed run the game.
You fight good. You're not as easy to capture as other students were. Now General Achilles let trolls go hungry.
What? The trolls? Never mind.
You can get to Ravenwood and use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons, and then head to Ravenwood.
It won't be as long of a series as like the Dying. I think those are still going to be like. This is going to be kind of the biggest like series I stream. But maybe we can do a little fire balance like after we do the next content and come back to the channel. Maybe I feel like I have a lot of unfinished business with fire.
Yes?
Yeah, we made it to the wrap, but I don't know, dude. There's something about balance I love, you know. And I feel like I've learned so much since then. It feels like ancient history. Yeah, I got it. I've had both a balance and a mid died. And the worst part about it is they died in like drastically different ways, bro. They died in like I don't even want like you should check out the end of those plays. Both of the playlists are up in case you haven't seen. It's like it's just not okay the way that it happened.
Welcome to Dark Professor Drake.
That happened on me. I don't know about that. I rolled my ankle 2 days ago, bro. I've been like immobile. Wait, is this the last of the Zamunda stuff? I don't have information.
That's it.
Do I need three of them? We're slow enough, right? Maybe I would need hopefully it's like the remix, not. I wondered if you could make a perfect pet just for pets drop by bosses. That's almost impossible. And
I
maybe
will
like over a large period of time, but never like within the amount of time it takes to get the pets. Right? Like a like where you know there's just too much RNG in those games. It's just not meant to be done. That's a cool idea. I think that would be something. I mean, y'all really want to see a no pet thing? I think that's a bad idea. Like, even with the pet historical, it's a long shot for them. That's the thing. Y'all gotta think about it. Because that is.
You're still.
That is. Do you think I will ever find you? I thought about it. You'll find you. Are you? I thought I found him once. But I didn't. I don't know. Well, maybe I did.
Professor Drake. So then.
There was work, and then it died out. So I feel like maybe that was my moment, and I'm hoping it can happen again. That's no past chance. I mean, that can happen. And what other grades are like? POV sauce video. What are these POVs, bro? Just narrating my life. If you from the promise of God. Yo, check out Real, bro. It started fun, but now it's not really good. Hopeless romantic all that. That's a song. Like back in we're in Safari. We're almost that's one close and then actually, if I were to do it, then get to the end of Safari too quickly, right? This is basically the end. So maybe if this tells me to fight those two opponents, I think we're basically at the end of Safari, which means early tomorrow's stream we'll do Bella for sure, which is all I wanted. So should we call it so that we don't have like nothing to do tomorrow? I want to make sure that we're not over. This isn't the move that I thought it was. I thought it was the element. I thought we had to fight the if it's a quest we have to.
The best way to heat meals at family events and dinners is to use a set of heaters. They are perfect for any event, dinner, or birthday. Using ice for salads will keep them cool, and a little hot water. And with the help of a wick that you get in any store, you'll keep your meals hot for hours. You can even use them outdoors because they don't need electricity. I love their design. Please appreciate this buffet style
concept here. And for the first time ever, the store that was restricted here for a second. I think that's nothing short of a massive W. Thank you to everyone that made today so special. Thank you to all the donuts. Thank you to all the gifters. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow, everything up to your leak in the party. We'll be dying. It's gonna be great. You're gonna want to be here. Definitely. In the meantime, definitely check out today's video. Something that's been broken on was one of the past few months. I made a whole video talking about it. Because I think it's an absolute great oh my video. If you're in the YouTube channel already, definitely check it out. I will see you. Thank you guys so much. I'll be live. I hope we get everything up to me late done tomorrow. I didn't want to do too much today and not be able to like do that at a decent time. That's good. Now that we're a permanent friend that, hey, DM me this weekend, I got you. Thanks so much, y'all. I'll see y'all on the video today. If you haven't checked it out already, it's not told you're awesome. Stay awesome. Stay awesome.
relics are in the dark cave. We had the trolls deliver them. Cause there's nightmares in there. No sane Cyclops can endure.
You have to get us out of here. Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel these bubbles. Get it from them, please.
They care right after I'm dead, but they didn't care when I was alive. That would be 10 times worse. I'll prefer to be forgotten, or to just, like, whatever, you know. Real quick, guys, before we get into the video, remember at 10K subs and 1K Discord members by the end of this month, I will be doing a live stream eating an entire giant box of Boozled. That nasty beans, like gummy beans, whatever they're called, bro. Jelly beans, whatever. So join up, subscribe, if you guys want to see that. And also, only pay some 10K subs before the summer, but y'all gotta set goals. Anyway, enjoy the video, guys. Hey guys, today's video is going to be a bit different. As I'm going to start up a brand new series. Well, you know, it's not entirely new since I kind of already did it with AWTD, but I'm calling it How I Fix. Genius name, I know. Basically, how I plan on going about things is pretty simple. I'm going to list off all the things that I believe holds these games back and ended up killing them in the first place. Now, some of these issues will be pretty apparent in most tower defense games, as they all have very, very similar issues, though I will tackle each of them differently, as all of them are pretty... They're built different from one another and have semi-different play styles to them. And if the series does well, I'll move outside TD games, and I'll cover other games you guys would like to see through polls on my Discord, so join up in that if you haven't already. But, you know, let me stop being a yapaholic. Let's get right into today's game, though. So we're going to be talking about the one and only sack of garbage read itself, Animated Adventures.
Yep, the greed itself.
Start the series off with a very strong subject matter. Now,
Everyone's
I
safe?
don't want to immediately go to ALS, blow my load too quick. So here we are at the lobotomite game that started the whole trait 0.1% unique revolution that plagues every single tower defense game to this day. Now, for AA, I didn't really have any trouble figuring out what was wrong with this game, as I have gone over its history in a previous video. So if you haven't played AA, go watch that first to understand my current gripes with the game, as well as why I ended up dying. But let's get into it. So, the 5 main things that I've come to the conclusion of that need fixing the absolute most above all else in this pigsty of a game, that being the trait system, repetitive events, boring unit designs, a lack of rewards, and greedy bundles. These 5 sound simple, I know, and very obvious, but to be honest, tower defense games are simple and don't have much depth to them. That make them hard to fix. It really does end up coming down to the developer's greed and lack of creativity / laziness. But let's get to the first main thing that needs fixing. So, starting off with the trade system, the thing that has, in my opinion, tarnished tower defense games forever, as they've forced their way into being needed on most units nowadays, especially back in Anime Adventures heyday. Now, when I say needed, I don't mean that stages were impossible without unique, but not having it sometimes forced you into playing with others for extremely long grinds, or just made it impossible for you to compete in certain leaderboard events. To break down my point a bit more, the unique 0.1% trait in the game needs to be either removed from the game entirely, be given a pity as well, that is, low, maybe 500, 750,
or have its chance raised to 1% alongside the other mythic traits being given higher percentages as well. Now, for some reason, saying this might have upset some of you. Not too sure as to why it would, but, let me give my reasoning first before you go hog wild in the comments telling me that you love to get anally penetrated by a zero pity 0.1% chance trait constant. First off, the reason I'm even focusing on unique here is because spending an entire day or more to then get a character, then roll on them with the little amount of trait rolls you have as a free-to-play player, and then either get Reaper rather than the 3 times damage multiplier trait of unique. It makes any player feel like the grind just wasn't as worth it because there's a chance that they never see that unit at full power. And by the time they gather up enough trait rolls to, again, spend more than 2 minutes rolling, they'd either not get the trait and be even more disappointed, or get unique by some insane chance and realize the character they grinded so much for is either out of the meta or at the bottom of it by the time they get it. Plus, the manner of unique basically gatekeeps players from soloing some of the hardest stages in the game without the absolute best, perfect setups. And for casual players, which 90% of the player base was at its prime, did not want to grind. Speaking from my own experience and many of my friends' experiences. Now, removing the trait entirely would heavily annoy people, especially if they already have unique, so I'm not going to go with that option. And without changes, I'll make with the changes I plan on making later to the rewards and won't really do too much since current anime adventures you can maybe get like 5 free rerolls a day if you're lucky, and that's on average. That's exaggerated, obviously, but you don't really get that many trade rolls. That only really leads us with upping the chance to 1% or maybe even higher than that for unique as well, upping the other percentages for the mythic traits like I said earlier. Doing this would make you over 10 times more likely to get unique, while also making it far more often to get other useful traits out of your units, as I would also make them as common as the legendary traits currently in the game, since almost all of the mythic traits are completely garbage compared to what they are. However, this brings up a confidence. What about the money? Are you really going to get any richer of a chance to put casino levels of loaded jackpot? Dear viewers, let me tell you something. Spending tens of thousands of views for days and then macroing in general to get a day unit is going to generate a pretty decent chunk of premium payout money already, while their trade costs are already high enough in the first place to compensate since they're nearly $8 per trade reroll. Doing these changes would fix the trade reroll system, in my opinion, and it would be pretty easy, which is also why I didn't really completely revamp it to have different and more balanced traits, since the devs of AA are extraordinarily lazy, seeing as how they couldn't even add any new changes or QL features while the game was on for an entire year.
So you guys are just like super, right? So it's South Prayer gets State Farm.
Now, for probably the easiest but time-consuming problem to fix on this list, that being the repetitiveness of every stage in the game. Now, AA is older. I understand that fact, but almost every single update and event stage was exactly the same. Every raid update had no unique challenges in the raids except for them having a higher health than, just having higher health than the last one. The seasonal events were all the same macro events, with the only exception being the April Bulls update having random units and buffs, which I thought was a pretty good step forward before they abandoned the game. The dungeon game mode being far too long and tedious to get through, even though it is the most unique game mode by far. And finally, the contracts legit just being Portals V2. All AA had to do was to add maybe one small mechanic in these modes to spice them up a bit, to make the players strategize just a tad bit differently than farming to place them in their unique units, and then winning by default once Vegito got out or Dio got max upgraded. I know tower defense games can only have someone put into them at one time, but even Bloons Tower Defense added simple but unique modes to stray away from the basic formula they've been using for years. I would personally started by making the seasonal events more out there, like how they did with the April Fool's units. For example, a Halloween update, they could just easily make it so that while defending, the player can go around knocking on doors for either tricks or treats to help buff their units or increase their yen gain, while also having the chance of getting their units slightly debuffed for a short time or spawning in a strong boss that they'd have to deal with, all the while giving them high reward multipliers for each door that they knocked on. Something as simple as that would have been much more enjoyable than the plain old high wave or infinite mode stages that they always end up doing. This would then help players stay a bit more engaged, while also just giving them the chance to macro the stage if they don't want to go for the risk of higher rewards, and keep a stable
Greetings, young wizard. Please come to my office as soon as you are able. Something has arrived for you.
I know that type of mode sounds simple and not much different from how things usually go with their updates, but it's a necessary step to get players more into actually playing the game rather than macroing it constantly, which, to be honest, they're going to do anyways, but hey, at least it gives you some more player feedback trying stuff out. And as I said earlier, though, this is just an example. A simple way to start making the game more enjoyable to players who've been doing the same thing for years, while still opening the door for more advanced stages that can get more complex as time goes on, and they kind of learn what players like in this stuff. Now, moving on to the boring units topic next. Version 3 base that by boring units, I am talking about the designs of the units and how they function compared to the current realm of Tower Defense games. Now, a very good chunk of the units in AA currently have no passives. All they do is either pure damage, debuffs, or have some form of an ability, and that's it, besides some exceptions like Escape. The characters, well, absolutely nothing that allows for the units themselves to fully embrace the characters they're based on and distance themselves from the boring nature of the units around them. For example, what I mean by this, Dio in AA has nothing besides the fact that he looks like Dio over heaven, and he has an ability that references his time zone. That's it. But he doesn't have anything that even showcases his rewrite reality ability. And now, since we have anime vanguards, they have raised the bar. They can be able to have both his time stop as well as the choice of having multiple debuffs of his own to inflict upon one attack. AA needs to match something like that.
It was me, Mary, and I made them draw the line with sexual features to the tooth. And reduce your blood flow to 12 milliseconds slower. Slow for me to kill Iris.
I'll give you what is.
It was me, Barry. It was me, Barry. If you nutted at a one woman's touch.
You handled that in nothing flat. Glad I'm on your side. Go on then, open the door. The second door?
What? You need the combination to the gate to see, Pop? I don't think you know who you're messing with. Nails don't bend for no one.
Remember when you were cleaning the dishes a few years ago on Thanksgiving morning? When the family just felt like the turkey was just a little too salty. It was me.
Barry.
I nutted in your dish soap, so instead of simply cleaning the plates, you were dousing them with Eobard sauce. Remember when you were 16 and you Alabama your sister? It was me, Barry. I was your
Sister. It was me, Barry. It was me, Barry. It was me, Barry.
It's like dinosaurs. Damn. One kid. Yeah, let's see. What's the one list for me? All the swords.
I like a lot of green red playlists. Fire swords are so much cooler than those swords. They are.
I mean, are we all speaking out of Predator X fucking memories? Maybe. But I mean, I really like them. It's a general build. I can't even say well, swords is straight. It's just that, that's that gross. Yeah. They just have this. For me, it's like birds, extinctors, and pterosaurs,
Fish. That's
I like uniqueness. Like I'm a fan. Like favorite like theropod, right? Oh, right on PlayStation. Heck yeah. Hey. Hi there. The ultimate battle. Hi there. You're Mella. I can go to that group with you. I show a quick little. Yeah, he's got a son. Kenny, I hope you're enjoying your time playing Wizard. It's you just talked 3 times. He's just letting you do it. There's another one. Oh, it's over for you. It's over. Then it's quick. Don't even comment. He's hit him 4 times. Choose the cliff, but not so dramatic.
You say that like I didn't take them back.
That tiger actually. No, we got nice down back, which is pissing me off a little bit. Stay running to fix that.
Get your friend get it.
Oh, they're not hurting. Black one hurting bad. Oh, he is. He's hurt.
Didn't I start the ice shield? Yep.
Stay defensive. Dressing that pushed your Why are you trying this? Why are you trying this?
It's not your trick.
No. Even if he survives this fight, he's gonna get beat up by somebody. They are.
Oh, that's a first. Nails gets hammered by a little bitty wizard. Okay. I'll give to you the combination to get your truths to gate. Looks up on your ways out of here.
Snake, bird, and beetle.
I love people that actually like.
Ooh, go ahead.
Like that. Oh, he died. He fell off the cliff.
Oh, he let out. Fuck yeah.
What is the ramp doing? Is he just like there? What? Just stop. Yeah, this dude.
Excellent. Now go open the gate with the combination you got from Nails. So I'm not recognized. I have to take the back way, but I'll catch up with you at the factory.
Why does this guy know what he's doing? Oh, okay. Now, can't do shit now. Now we just leave. Yep. No, hi. The thing stack doesn't show stars. I do. The thing is, mobile doesn't show scarring. For some freaking reason. What's that one? There's 2 conks and an alien over there. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, shit. Shit. Where is it? There's 2 titans. I don't know where it is. They're scaring the shit out of me. It's back over there. I mean, hey, I gave them food now. There's something. There's something directly in front of you. Oh, there it is. You're right. Vision's next up. That ran for you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're just gonna leave. I'm a little surprised though. Are you though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they started playing well at the end there, but because they just got done. I think it's because like a lot of players do that. Like I fall victim to that. Sometimes I'm like, most players are shit. I don't have to care, and then I get absolutely nailed in the head. I'm like, okay, maybe I can. Oh, look what it is. Percent HP. Dude, you're not. Yeah, I. He's talking.
There it is, because he wasn't showing up.
I just saw.
Well, there is. I can't. I will die if I go down there. I've tried. B3 on the top. I suppose that does warrant a GG.
Wouldn't you know it? Breaking someone out of Nougat by now, Pops is probably in a secret room upstairs. I bet my last pint of milk that's where he's hiding. When you walk in, make sure you go to the left and up the ramp.
Back into Drive Bank, so it's always like some sort of entertainment for you.
A voice hisses from the other side of the door. If I don't hear the secret knock, you are not getting by.
I'm actually worried about it this time. Oh, you're here. Okay.
A secret knock? How was I supposed to know? I see Pops has a lot more security than he used to. He must be into some Brady this.
Alright, Critter, go back into your room. Loser. Stupid thing. Oh no, not too bad.
Tree, moon. So wait a minute. Tree, moon, beetle, raven?
Stego ran head first to his tail, but there's Stego. The thing about Stego that I love so much, all these
stat changes, Stego has never gotten a stat change. They've left him alone the whole time. Which is kind of awesome.
Is it time to play? Yes, but they keep taking the abilities away from him.
Well, yeah, no.
I miss Spider-Man. I miss the fight. I forgot that Anno had fight. Anno had fight, Dutch had fight. I miss everybody.
Anno had fight.
Dutch fight was actually good. Actually good for mission. Yeah. Well, it did 30 damage, but you could fight over Spider's head and get fatal shots.
Average drama in Global Jet.
At least we know one thing that is assured for Snake and TLC. Smith.
That's how I do. I don't know.
Really? Actually, it's very useful. I like it.
That's music.
Like, it's funny, you know, okay? It's funny.
Actually, yes.
Think you can get to Popstone me? Ha, you wish. But I'll introduce you to someone else first. Prepare to say hello to my paw, wizard.
It's not mirror. That's about it.
It's not true.
It is. Good.
I agree. I like it. 50% damage. Nice.
I always find the Lugia on people as an intro, but it doesn't.
Well, it's a good chance if it's close. You'll miss.
You know, I know.
It's a learning curve to it.
Really don't.
Fuck it. It's a picture.
Thank goodness you got the spray, effect when you do hit something. There'd be something guessing myself constantly.
One Piece just released their brand new mobile game, and it's better than I ever expected. To celebrate the launch of the new game, if you're seeing this video, you should have seen the 1,000 free drive and you download this video. So you can join your favorite characters from the series and start using them battle immediately. So don't miss out and download for free. The Great Voyage for free today.
A blade? Hmm? Storm Sword? Huh? Well, I'm fucking dead. Only because I fucking fizzled. What the fuck? Oh no, I almost died. Fuck. Oh, that's good.
Have mercy on me, wizard. I'm ready to tell you what you need to know. The knock is knock, tap, tap, knock, tap, knock, knock, knock.
Huh? What you talking about? Oh, he's the 25. Yeah, I need a better pet, cause yeah, this pet is ass.
That's the right knock. All right, I'll open the door for you. How did you get through all my security? No matter, no measly little wizard is going to derail my plans.
Huh? He's still alive? Oh yeah, bro. Oh, that's Mirage. I'm like, wait, what's the name of this place again? It starts with an N. Damn, I didn't know he would do this. I just guessed. You like, yep, I need you gone. Yeah, I need the boss dead. Thank you.
You may have beaten me, wizard, but you're still too late. I've already ordered the raid.
This volume.
A bit of good news and a bit of bad news, isn't it? Even with Pops out of the way, the raid will go on without him. Go on and warn Mr. Bones.
A prison raid. I will
Okay, so it is good. No, no, it's not. That right there makes it the bad. That right, this right here makes it bad. Yeah, I probably should try to do that one. What the heck? Oh, nah. Why is that one? Okay, so yeah, I can't make any hats right now because bro is broke. Yeah.
Thank goodness you've come. The O'Learys are the O'Leary gang is attacked across the city. Oh, heavens, I must warn you. The gang in an old injury prevents me from getting back in the thick of it. But a wizard like you can make the difference. Speak with Officer Ness inside Newgate Prison at once.
What?